Dreams or nightmares? Find out. My therapist said keeping a dream journal would help with my insomnia, but I'm not sure she envisioned me using my phone's voice recorder instead of a notebook. The first few nights were uneventful, just my own groggy muttering about endless hallways and teeth falling out. But then, last week, I played one back and heard a woman's voice whispering my name, as clear as if she was right beside me. At first, I thought I'd left the TV on, but when I checked the timestamps, the recordings always started at exactly 3:03 a.m., a time I'd never set an alarm for. Things got stranger when the voices began describing things that had never happened. One night, the recording detailed a conversation I'd have the next day with my boss, word for word, right down to the awkward laugh at the end. Another time, it described a stranger in a yellow raincoat bumping into me at the subway and dropping a key. The next morning, I nearly screamed when the exact scene played out on my commute, right down to the key clattering on the tiles. I became obsessed, replaying the files every morning, terrified and fascinated by these impossible predictions. The recordings grew longer, the voices sometimes overlapping, sometimes sobbing, sometimes chatting. One night, I woke up to find my phone's battery almost dead, even though it had been fully charged. That morning, the file was nearly 2 hours long. I listened, heart pounding, as the voices described me sitting in my apartment, listening to them. Then, a new voice came through, my own, but twisted, mechanical, and cold. It began to describe my death, the exact time, the way the doorknob would rattle, the footsteps in the hall, the choking darkness filling the room. I tried deleting the files, but each morning, a new one appeared, always beginning with the same chilling words, "This is how it ends." Last night, as I lay awake, too afraid to sleep, I heard footsteps in the hall and my doorknob began to turn. My phone, though powered off, started recording. I realized then that the recordings weren't capturing my dreams, they were making them real. And tonight, as I listen to that final recording, I hear my own voice whisper, "You can't wake up now."